Good morning and thanks for choosing Fox 10 News on this Saturday morning. Today is September the 5th. I'm Asha Staples. Want to first check in with meteorologist Matt Barentine for a look at our weekend forecast. Waking up pretty muggy outside. I'm sure it's going to heat up to be a scorcher like always, Matt. Yeah, we got a heat advisory actually up for today, so that's something a little different. So something to keep in mind. It's actually going to be even feeling a few degrees hotter. Let's go ahead and show you what the temperatures are like out there right now. We are looking at the 70s out there, mid 70s for most of us, 75 in Mobile, 76 in Gulf Shores, 74 in Pace, a very muggy 79 to start off with in Pensacola. So it is a muggy and warm start, and it's going to be a hot day, folks. We're looking at heat index values getting above 105 in places, and because of that, we actually have a heat advisory. Now, we've been hot the last several days, but we didn't get quite to heat advisory level. Today, we anticipate that because a little bit of extra humidity out there, so just be aware of that. Right now, nothing on the radar, so that's good news. It is quiet on the radar. It's going to be quiet on the radar pretty much all day long. We could see one or two small stray showers pop up late in the afternoon. Rain chance today only around 10% here for your Saturday. So obviously, most of us will stay dry, and we will all, well, I say stay dry, we'll all be sweating today. Temperatures well up into the 90s, mid 90s out there this afternoon. Once again, heat index values up around 105 plus. So you know the drill. We know how to deal with this kind of stuff. We just got to take it easy in the hottest part of the day. Make sure we all stay hydrated. All right, tropics. We got 1, 2, 3 areas that we're keeping a very close eye on, and we are tracking. I will break this all down for you coming up in just a few minutes. A woman out on bail this morning after an encounter with a Mobile police officer. This is 45-year-old Pettigay McAlman facing charges for resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and assault. Authorities say she punched and spit on an off-duty officer working security at the neighborhood Walmart on University Boulevard. Investigators claim the incident started after she left her car parked in the fire lane with 2 small children inside. They say the officer approached the woman to move her vehicle, and that's when they say she became aggressive. Investigators say the off-duty officer used a taser to gain control of her, and a viral video circulating social media yesterday showing part of that encounter. The Mobile Police Department is currently investigating the incident, so we'll update you on this story as we get more information. Right now, a former employee from the Serenity Assisted Living facility in Daphne is facing charges for abuse of a corpse. Ashley Mache Williams faces the Class C felony charge. The arrest comes after Daphne police had said charges were not likely. Daphne police tell Fox 10 News that investigators decided to bring charges after consulting with the Baldwin County District Attorney's Office. They say the victim's family also favored pressing charges. Police investigated last month after cell phone footage appeared on social media showing Williams poking a woman who had just passed away at the assisted living facility. Williams is free after posting bail, but her legal problems may be far from over. She was already facing drug possession charges stemming from a traffic stop back in June. Coincidentally, that was the day after the alleged incident at the Serenity. Baldwin County prosecutors now asking a judge to revoke bond in that case, citing that new arrest. And Mobile police are releasing new information this morning about a homicide investigation near I-65 in Cottage Hill. Police say yesterday morning, 24-year-old Alan Wilson was found on Angus Drive South. Police say this is an ongoing homicide investigation, but it wasn't the only crime that happened in the same area in the last 24 hours. Mobile police say Thursday night, shortly after 10:30, they answered a call of shots fired in the same area where the body was found. Officers spotted a suspicious vehicle and tried to stop it, but the driver took off. Police say the vehicle hit a parked car on Jane Street less than half a mile away. A man who didn't want to be identified told us what happened.
Sitting in the house watching a movie, I hear something crash, and I hear a car crash or something, really loud noise out here. So I looked out the window. When I looked out the window, that's when I seen the cars running around the stop sign around the corner.
The chase ended when the car hit a fence and police caught up to the 2 men inside. Ricardo Petway was booked in Metro Jail for attempting to elude possession of controlled substance and possession of marijuana. Also arrested was Kendrell Petway. He's charged with attempting to elude possession of marijuana and discharging a firearm in city limits. Charges dropped for one of the men arrested in connection to a crash that killed a Theodore High School grad. 18-year-old Devaney Rooney died back in May on Schillinger Road. Detectives say 2 other vehicles were involved in that crash. One of those was a truck driven by Logan Woodruff. He was originally charged in the case, but court documents and evidence cleared him. Yaderick Madeira is still charged with homicide by vehicle. Investigators say he was driving the car that hit Rooney. It's still not clear what led up to the crash.
We're rounding the corner. We're rounding the corner on the virus.
Our concern right now is that there are a number of states, particularly, for example, the Dakotas, Montana, Michigan, Minnesota, and others, who are starting to have an uptick in what we call % positive of testing, which generally is a predictor that there's going to be a problem.
President Trump says the country is rounding the corner on coronavirus, but the nation's top infectious disease expert says he's not really sure what that's supposed to mean. Dr. Anthony Fauci says while cases and statistics are improving in some states, they're getting worse in others.